So just a quick update from what's been happening at the golf club this week. Here we have got Joe from Golf Link Evolve. He's pushing out the 250ml of root zone, which we've mixed ourselves on a 1-to-1 ratio with the sand screened from the third, which you'll see in a second, and the compost heap at the checkers. We have probably brought in over 6,000 tonnes in total, which we feel would probably have cost nigh on £250,000 after VAT had we bought it in ourselves. The area has been raised considerably, probably an average of over 1.2 metres across the whole area to keep it out of the water table and to give it some good features and undulations. It's to make it a very interesting green surface. So here across on the third now, you can see where we've harvested the sand from. The areas that are a little bit lighter are areas that I've marked out for marm grass to be planted in. As you can see, just to break it up a little bit, and quite a lot of these are on the edges to stop the sand really blowing out. And like the marm on the right hand side, you can see in the centre of your screen here beside the tee, these will really thicken up, and these are only 2 years old, these marm areas, so they'll look fantastic when that's all done. But back towards the black tee, it might get a little wet in there, which is great. That's a dune slack, which might sit wet in the winter, but there's no problem there whatsoever, and that's actually encouraged because we can encourage different types of wildlife in there. So you can see the guys here, we're having to dig in the irrigation by hand because there's so many services. The mains for the water abstraction goes through there, drains, electricity, you name it. So the guys are having to hand dig all that. And you can see Ben on the left here and Darren, who's our irrigation tech, who just jumped up to that position this year. You can see him, we're just flushing that out there to make sure all the sand's out of the pipe. That's why that's wet. Another job that we're doing just now, we're putting on 2 shed extensions and doing the internals, but we're here at the edge of the shed, we're putting in some sand bays for screened sand and top dressing sand, and then the lorry can back right in. So that's a nice little job to be done, these little concrete bays that we've been looking for years. So yep, that's it for us. I'll come back soon with another update in the future.